So hi ma'am, I have completed both two tasks. Time is right now like 1 to 7. Right now is 1.27 time, and I have completed both tasks. So let me show you first. So this R1 for the second task backend and the first task front end. So for the front end part, I have created this Flutter template, and then using this I followed the MVC architecture, which is model, view and controller. So these are the controller part where I what I have done where, so there I have taken the API key, and using that API I fetch the data and get the JSON data, and then I have created some model parts. So these are the model data models. So first I have the news data models. From that I got three variables like status, total results and articles also have subcategories. So I have created another model for articles. You can see source have a subcategory, so I have created all those uh, files and use from JSON or to JSON, from JSON to map string, or from map string to JSON. And then using those data models and this controller part, what I have done in the view part, view basically the layout part or the UI part. So here we have the main execution file where the execution is started. So this part is the main block of code where every execution is started, and this my app is taken from this material library. So these are the Flutter standard that followed by Flutter. And then we have extend a abstract function. We have inherit this, and then call the constructor, super construct the parent class, and then here we use the home page. So in home what I have done, I have taken a stateful widget. It's an abstract class. I have inherited this, and then you can see we have override a function. This is an abstract function, so we have to override this function, and according to what you gave me the JPG, I have followed that, and I have created this layout. Like first we have to take app bar. In app bar we have to take rows, and then the text, the padding and all these things. Text, these all are widget in Flutter. Text button, and on button we have also on press something if we want to do something on press, and these all the buttons and thing. And then on the body part I have a container, and these are the responsive UI. So we doesn't give any fixed height or width. We give that whatever the media we have used this media query command, and the specific speciality of this command is whatever the size it will give, that dynamic size, not fixed size. So according to that it will work. And also use single child scroll view, so it will give a bouncing effect, and you are able to scroll the uh, page. And all these are welcome to bulletin. I use the Google font, the Poppins fonts. I have mentioned the color, the font weight, all these things. And I also used rich text for different text, different colors, and in middle of them you use font awesome icons. So these are the layout, and all the function are in it. So whenever someone clicks, let me show you, whenever someone clicks on a function, I use a ink well. It is a wrapper which wrap any function and make that into a button. And whenever someone click on a news, he will redirect to the URL that are given from the response. So I have launched the URL. So this is basically a simple UI. So let me run it and I will show you. So how we have to done it. First we have to uh, uh, first we have to run this command flutter pub get. And after let me show you. First I have to run this command flutter pub get, but I have already done it. So now just flutter run, and if we click on enter, now I have to choose the Chrome browser, as I am creating this as a website. So if you connect your Android mobile or emulator, you have option to run as an APK, or you can run on Windows as an Windows software. So whatever code base you are using, according to that you can run. So let me show you. Now it will take few minutes, 1 to 2 minutes, and then it will successfully run this whole code on a local server. So this is a debug mode, so you can see some errors, but whenever we launch it on release mode, you didn't see any error. So let me show you first. And it successfully launched my website, as you see. So this is on local host, and this is the port number that are currently running on. So now it loaded. So as you can see, let me focus a little bit. As you can see, so this is how you tell me there have 4 buttons. These are buttons you can see, but it doesn't have any work right now as you are not defined to do that. And then there is a picture. This is the icon, this is a right button, and this is a notification button. And this one, if you click on the create news, you got into another page. Here from I use image picker web, it is a Flutter plugin. Using that you can choose any image. If you want to change, click on the image again, and you can change the image. And then you have to click on given title, description, and the redirect URL where you have to page, and click on submit. Right now I have not implemented the MongoDB part or connecting a database and updating all these, because that's needs a user authentication and all these things. But as you do not tell me to do on the front end part, so I have not done yet. Now this is the first headline news. Whenever you click on this news, it will redirect to the URL that taken from the news API. So now you can see, so this is the part. So I can give here movies and all those things I have done. The welcome to button, yes, some fonts are not exactly the same because I didn't find. If I get more time then I can, but I think these are also good. And I did some scrolling. You can see this is scrolling, but this is an app bar, so whenever we scroll, the app bar will not go, it will pin to top. But we can also do one thing, like we can also scroll this app bar also, but I have done like this. And then there is a whole lot of latest news. So if you scroll, like here I scrolling uh, right to left direction, if I do that, so I can see all these things. Now these are some images that are not loading. I don't know, maybe those are corrupted image or those are not valid, so that's why many times most of the image are not loading. So right now you can see there are plenty of uh, latest newses. So all this, and also loading whenever we, and also we use a catch image plugin, so the images are being catched, so not every time it will load it. And whenever we click on this newses, it also go to the next page, or it will redirect to the URL that are getting from. So I don't know why this URL not working, I don't know, but let me try it for something else. I don't know exactly what happened, but those URL says not working. If I check on the code, uh, so on this list view builder, I have all these things. So I have used the I for every this, and I have launch URL, and I use this URL for every articles. Yes, I have done it right, but I don't know why it's not. Yeah, it is loaded, but takes so much of time. Don't know, because of their server and this issue. So this is what how it is work. So if you click on see all, we couldn't see because there is no function right now. So this is it, how we created right now. So it is 1:30 p.m. right now, sorry, 1:30 a.m. and I have done it the first task, and let me show you the second task. So let me go to the second task. So second task done in Node.js using MongoDB. So I have a um, mm, MongoDB database on a VPS, virtual private server. I have locally installed it, and then I got the key, the connection key. Here is the connection key, and using this connection key, I have connected this database using a Mongo's library. You can see I have to just follow the syntax, and if the connection will be successfully, it will show connection successfully or not, again not connect. And then it is the main app.js where the execution begins to run. And sorry, so now what I have done, I use the express http and codes, and using those I have created a server, http server on the backend part using the express, and I use the 8000 port. And whenever the user request a get request on the homepage URL or the base URL, which is the let me show you, I am listening on this server URL, this is the URL. So dot after that I have to give a double colon and the port number. Whenever the user request on that, he get this okay data. But whenever user request for this particular this URL, he will get lots of product data. So we have product data of deal karo. So using this URL from API URL, he can fetch our product data, all those product data. And I also use this schema. I have created this logical schema using Mongoose, and using this schemas, logical schemas, I used to find or aggregate function. Aggregate means many, so I have find many products using those schemas, and then I have sent the user using this. I have sent the JSON data directly to the user. And then we have second API request URL. This is get order product. So if user give a header, he has to send a header. So it done by a package or by post uh, mm, uh, postman, anything like type of software he has to request. And if he send this header, I will find according to that order ID or object user ID from my MongoDB database. And if I got, I will send him the data, or I send him no product. uh, for the last one is same, the product data type. I have to mention the type of the data on header, and it will fetch the same type of data, same types of products, and it will send to the user. If there is no data on that type, then it will send no data. And this is the server is listening on the port and the URL. So let me show you right now, is it working or not. So how could I run it? There is we can use directly node, then app.js, but now for the product non-production setup, I use nodemon, because nodemon is very good plugin to run any Nodejs. uh, so sorry, somehow the video is disconnected. So let me show you now. You can see the server, I can listen. And now what I have to I have just used the nodemon.app.js, and this will start my server. As you can see, server is started and connection successfully. That means my MongoDB server also successfully connected. Now I came to the postman web, and then I use this http dot my IP and then 8000 port, and then get order product. So first use this. So let me show you what it does. So if I go to the, so it will take a header user object ID. If I give the right, then it will fetch me the order. So here already I got many object ID. So let me copy this one user object ID. And now let me show you. If I didn't give any valid object ID, I give a random PPP. So if I request and send, you see no product found. But if I give a valid, so this is the key, you can see this is the key. Sorry, let me focus it. This is the key and this is the value. So let me now give a valid value and click on send, and you can see that yes, I got this validation. So this is the same object user object ID, you can see. And these are lot of data, like this is a subcategory, like a user have products, and how many products he have, he can have any amount of products. and he also have image URL. So this is a subcategory of subcategory. This is a list, and there are multiple also subcategories. And then let's check the normal home page path, the slash. If I give the, let me erase this, also this header value, and now if I request for this URL, as you can see that this part gives okay data, and we have last one is product data. And if I copy this product data, and if I, we also have another one which is the product type, but let me show you this one. And if we send this product data, we'll get lots of data, all the product data. So we have lots of data. So this is how we create a REST API, and using the links we can send any amount of requests, we can get any amount of JSON data. Using, we can set headers files, we can also verify this header file, and according to this headers values we can find from our MongoDB database using those schemas. So this is how we done it. We can also define the type, and we can, let me show you this one also, because if I created then I should show you. And if I type the key like TYPE, I hope you can see, and let copy anyone from here, type like Amazon GV, this one, this is the type, product type. And if I give the key value here, sorry, here, not here, and if I send this, let me show you, I got the data, and you can see the data type, this type is Amazon GV. And if I send something that I haven't stored in my MongoDB database, it's MZ, you can see there is no data, this is blank. So this is how I completed both of your tasks. I hope you really like it, and I did my best. I work hard and complete this project. So thank you, have a great day, bye bye.